What's up guys, Nate here from The Running Experience. Today we're going to go through one of my favorite dynamic stretching routines for runners. A great way to really open up your hips and your shoulders and your legs, get your heart rate elevated so you can have a really good run. Hey guys, before we jump into the dynamic stretches, I want to give a big shout out to UCAN for sponsoring this video. Not only are they doing that, but they've kind of sponsored my stomach all fall. I've been training for some ultra marathons and I've really liked the flavor and just kind of the long lasting energy I've gotten from it. Anyway, they have a little sample pack, and if you want to get it, all you need to do is click the link down below. We got a little special offer for you. Let's go ahead and get into those stretches. Now, before we run, or even in the first 5 minutes of run, there's a real opportunity there to really change the rest of our run for the better and to insert some things that's gonna just make us a better athlete and a better runner in general. And that's gonna involve some different movement that's really gonna activate our hips, our shoulders, our ankles, get all our muscles firing, and open up those major joints so that we can just have better unobstructed range of motion that's going to help us when we run. If we've crammed ourselves in a car or we've been at work and we try to go out and run, it's going to take us a long time to get unstuck and our run mechanics aren't going to be good. So that's what we're going to do in this video, and I'm going to jump right into this. I'm going to do this with you. This is follow along style. So the first thing we're going to do, guys, we're going to do 2 rounds of 20 seconds of jogging in place, 20 seconds of high knees, 20 seconds of butt kicks. The idea here is just to start to get tall. I'm gonna start my clock in 3, 2, 1, and start. So starting with 20 seconds, jogging in place where I'm just tall, shoulders relaxed. I'm already starting to think about swinging my arms a little bit. And I'm just starting to think about pulling those feet lightly off the ground. I like to jog in place here because I'm just warming up my feet and my ankles without having to do too much. So that's 20 seconds. So now I'm gonna go high knees. Now I like to be civil when I get warmed up. I don't go crazy. So notice that I'm gonna do about a 50% high knee. We're not going 100 just yet. Good. Working a little harder in the abs as I go. Now we're gonna go 20-second butt kick. Again, the same thing, about a 50-second butt kick. Nora's cheering me along silently here. Thanks, Nora. We're gonna go about 50 seconds, or 20 seconds here. Just warming up these hamstrings a little bit more now. Good, now back to jogging. I could just pick up this pace a little bit faster. Good, get those feet moving a little bit more. 10 more seconds. Relax those shoulders, do that full scan. Now when I hit these high knees, I'm gonna go a little higher. 75 to 100% height, knees up nice and high. Whew. I'm not gonna talk as much now. It's getting hard. Ah, damn, 10 more seconds. 5 more seconds. Get out of here, Doc. Get out of here. I know. Oh, now you wanna play, huh? So now, 20 seconds. High knees here, I know. She knows I'm at 100% now, so she's wanting to play. Get out of here. Get out of here. 5 more seconds. 5 more seconds. Get out of here, Nora. 2, 1, and rest. Nora, I would say thank you, but I'm not gonna say thank you. That wasn't helpful. Next piece, we're gonna get into a little strategy to open up our hips. So we don't wanna stretch a cold rubber band. We've gotten ourselves our body temperature up, we've gotten blood flow to certain places, we're a little more malleable, you can say. We're like that Play-Doh that's been warmed up a little bit and you can shape it around. We're going to get into a nice wide sumo stance where my feet are pretty far outside my shoulders, and we're gonna work on some lateral lunges. Specifically, we're going to do 20 of these. We're then gonna do 20 hip circles per leg, and then we're gonna do 20 elbow touches. So that's gonna be our next little sequence. I'm gonna get started. It's gonna be 20 lunges total. And what I like to do at first, if I'm new to this, I might put my hand on this thigh to give myself a little support as I go down from one side to the other. Notice that as I do this, I'm not letting my knees go forward. I'm really pushing my hips back. A more advanced move and something that gets us even more activated and turned on is I'm gonna put my hands behind my back. This is gonna force me to use my legs a little bit more. It's gonna force me to be upright, so we'll count that as 1, 2, Trying to keep my head and chest up tall. 3, 4, and as I get warm, I'm gonna notice that this is gonna release a little bit, but this is really what's gonna be resisting. 5, 6, notice my feet are pretty straight. 7, 8, breathing. 9, you may find you wanna hold your breath at the bottom because it's difficult, but try to breathe through. 11, 12, and remember, whatever depth is good for you. If you're someone who can only go here before you start to feel a little pull, that's perfect. As you start to do this more, you're gonna get more range. It's gonna open up even more. But now that we're at 16, 17, now we're gonna start to go down even deeper. How low can I go? 18, now that I'm nice and warm. Finally, on this 20th one, I'm gonna put my hands on the ground. I'm gonna rotate into my favorite long lunge hip circle position. And notice that my foot's all the way outside my shoulders, my toes straight. We're gonna get 20 circles here. I'm gonna get 10 circles one direction. I'm gonna go back this way. And then 10 circles the other way. Working my elbows down if I can. I love this movement because I can get really deep into the seat of this leg, into these hamstring, my groin, my glutes, and I can get this hip flexor on this back leg. So once I've got 10 circles, I'm gonna switch the other way. 10 circles. And if you wanna geek out, you could talk about really big circles or really small circles. We're just keeping it simple for today, just circles. Air hitting different areas that feel a little tight. I'm gonna walk my hands over to the other side. What's up, lady? We're gonna go 10 circles over here. Opening up our hips. And now I might pay attention a little bit more to, comparing how one side feels compared to the other. Do I got one hip that's a little bit tighter? Maybe I'll give that a little bit more love. 10 circles the other way. Notice, guys, I'm moving here. I'm not just sitting in this position. I'm warming up for my run. I'm adding movement. I'm adding blood flow. I'm adding heat to the body. And once I've got 10 circles each direction, now I get to have a little fun. I'm gonna work on my transitions. I'm gonna walk my hands over, and I'm gonna touch this elbow down to the ground, or think about touching it. That's gonna be 1. I'm gonna go back over. 2, 3, 4, all the way up to 20. 5, 6, 7, 8. Trying to keep those hips low all the way through. 9. Watch out, dog. 10, 11, 12. Get out of here. 13, 14, 15, 16. Nora thinks this is a game. 17. It's not a game, Nora. We're runners. 18. This is serious stuff. 19. Finally, 20. It's my dog, guys. Anyway, we've got our hips nice and warm. We're gonna finish off getting our upper body a little bit warm so we can finish and go running. All right, our third and final piece is going to include some arm circles. Now, I'm gonna show you a kind of fun variation. This is I put into the pat your head, rub your tummy category of coordination. So if this gets too far off the tracks, the train that is, we can just do a set of normal 10 forward circles with our arms and backward circles with arms. But what we're gonna try to do are some arm circles where I got one arm going forwards and the other arm going backwards simultaneously. It's gonna be crazy. We're gonna go 10 circles one way, and then we're gonna switch it up and go 10 circles the other way. The way that I like to start this, I'm gonna have both arms overhead. I'm gonna have one arm forward of my face and one arm behind my face. And one of the things I'm gonna practice is having them switch and go in opposite directions. My elbows are straight. I'm gonna get 10 in one way, 9, 10. Once I have that, I'm gonna switch circles, 10, going the other way. Good. And if you wanna have some fun, you could switch each time. Little bonus challenge, only for pro runners. you a pro arm swing circler. You can go ahead and mess around that way. I've really opened up these shoulders. My elbows are straight. I've got a little bit more heat there. My whole body's warm. It didn't take very long, and I'm ready to go and have a really good run. Go us. High five. Hey guys, one more thing before we get out of here. Just again, a special thanks to UCAN for sponsoring this video and for also hooking you up with a cool sample pack if you want it. All you need to do is click this link in the video or down in the description. Of course, if you liked this video more than you like chocolate peanut butter bars, you can go ahead and give us a like. If you have any comments or questions on things we did, you have any requests on future videos, definitely drop a comment down there. We love to see it. If you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, get in there. We're putting out new videos each and every week, and we want you to be the first in line to get them on everything from running strength, injury prevention, race-specific workouts, nutrition, hydration, and more. Speaking of which, I got to keep filming, so I'll see you in the next one.